Happening, everybody? It's Dr. Earl live once again on the Monday night, and with us once again, the host of Real as Fuck TV, Minnesota Vikings fan, and Minnesota Silver Roll hunter. What's happening, guys?
What up, Dr. Brown? What's up, buddy?
Yeah, what's up, Dr. Brown? How you
Well,
doing?
I'm pretty good. Just working a lot, doing my thing here. You know, posting videos. Been busy a lot. One of my relatives came over from my home state of Michigan. She had a few things. She's a makeup artist, so it's basically she had a job to do down here, so in the Houston area. So she came over here, paid us a visit for the weekend. Been busy doing her thing. I've been busy doing my thing. We're all been busy at this place, doing our thing. Working our asses off here.
Yeah, didn't you say you were working double shifts and shit?
Well, basically, I'm working on double shifts on Saturdays. Now they have me coming in at 8 a.m. instead of 10 a.m. on Saturdays. Basically, that's about pretty much about it so far.
Fuck.
I know. So that's probably why people have been asking if why I haven't been on monetize this have for a while.
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
All
you ain't missing nothing not being on there though.
right.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? How's things going? I was listening to earlier today when it was on Ken's program talking about the upcoming Super Bowl there. Let's see.
Oh yeah. Me and Silver Roll were over on Foul Mouth Network earlier today, doing a NFL Super Bowl kind of. We all put our picks in. We locked them in on Silver Roll.
Yeah, so would you lock yours in that?
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I remember. I locked. It was like I said, Chiefs were gonna win like 34-21 over the Niners. That's what I think the final score is.
And
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be 14-24.
Yeah, you had
Chiefs.
Silver will have it as a little bit less scores, but still the outcome's the same that the Chiefs are going to win it.
Hold up,
Oh yeah.
guys. I don't know if we're live yet. Let me check something here.
No, I haven't seen you. I'm on your channel. I didn't see anything pop up yet.
All right, we back, folks. It's Dr. Earl live with Minnesota Vikings fan and Minnesota Silver Row here, host of Real as Fuck TV every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Central Time here. What would be about 8 p.m. on the East Coast there. So, what's going on?
If I was going to say, if we can't get it going on your channel, we could get it going on our channel.
Okay, we could try that. See how it goes here.
Because I don't think it's coming up again still.
What the
Yeah.
hell? I don't understand it.
Is it tell? Because you got you running the Streamlabs or what are you running?
Oh, I'm running an OBS.
Yeah, what Streamlabs OBS?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm still Let me try.
Because that's what we run. So that's why I was going to help you.
All right. Let's see. Let's OBS.
Because does that YouTube thing like pop up and say and there's a meter that's running?
Yeah. Usually I get a notification on my phone and on here saying I'm live here.
Yeah, you know what? It's doing something really weird because
Well, it says I'm on the channel section video here section. It says I'm on live here. And let's see.
now I think it's up. I think
right.
it's up.
All
Hang
right.
on.
And so
Yep. Now I think it's up. Yep. Now we're
there
rolling.
we go. Now we booming.
Now we up. The first time we weren't though. Were we?
No.
I don't know. I think so. I think what I had to click on was the a thing here saying live stream here. I guess when I had to go to the live section next to the uploads on the set what it said about where it says channel videos on the YouTube studio section there.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I had to do there.
It was a fucking misfire.
Yeah, pretty much.
Technical
yeah.
difficulties.
It misfired on the first fucking shot, Dr. Brown.
Yep. Oops. Yep. There we go. It's on
Oh,
my
yeah.
phone. I got it on my phone right now. So So you getting ready for NWA Power tomorrow night?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, so am I as well. I was wanting to
Oh yeah.
ask,
You know what's the main event?
what is it? Nick Aldis again, I believe. What is it?
Hopefully that fucker loses the belt to fucking Ricky Morton.
Oh yeah, that's right. Nick
Fucking
Moore.
Express, they're fighting for the 10 pounds of gold.
Oh yeah, which is the NWA World Title bear, basically. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Now now if you ever watched the old NWA from 1985, 1986, when
I
it's
did. I
yeah,
watched it live when I was a kid.
oh yeah. I was wondering, when you see Nick Aldis and his companion Camille, do you see Tully Blanchard and Baby Doll in a way?
Maybe a little bit.
Because remember, when I first started watching NWA back in on the Superstation, it used to those two were like always together. She was like Blanchard's valet there.
But then she hooked up with Dusty Rhodes too, though.
Yeah, she did. She
Later
was.
on,
Yeah, but basically,
She was like the manager of him, Dusty Rhodes and Magnum TA.
yeah, kind of like a companion, basically. Because I remember Tully Blanchard later hooked up with J.J. Dillon to form the Tully Blanchard Enterprises, and Blanchard was still involved with the Four Horsemen back at that time. So, and I guess we haven't seen. I wonder how Baby Doll is doing today.
I wonder if she's still alive.
I
I
think
don't know.
she is. I think she is. Because I remember checking some Google images of her, and I guess she kind of still looks the same, but of course a little bit older. I guess. I guess she does a couple
She probably
wrestling
got to.
conventions,
She got to be like fucking 60 or something like that, though.
something like that. I believe. Yeah.
She ain't. She ain't no young spring fucking chicken.
No one. I mean, no one is exactly nowadays. Everyone's got brown. They
Oh,
got
I
either.
mean, hey, I got something. It's not about the roads or nothing like that, but it's got something to do with wrestling and Andre the Giant.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a fact for you guys. I bet nobody knows because I ain't never heard nobody ever once say this shit.
Uh huh.
Do you know that a professional sports team offered Andre the Giant a contract and he turned it down?
Chicago Cubs.
Wow.
No, no, not the Chicago Cubs, not baseball.
Or I mean the Bears.
No, no,
Not.
not the Bears, but you're in the right sport. Football. It was the NFL football.
Wow.
It was the Washington Redskins. Chicago
Really?
Cubs, not baseball. And what Andre said is that wrestling offered him more money than the Redskins offered him, so he turned it down.
Ah, I see. Well, that's kind of. Well, here's the thing, How would
Pretty crazy, ain't it? Though, ain't that
Wow.
pretty crazy?
Well, of course they're gonna go any football team or would go for a big, huge guy like that. They'll be absolutely hard to tackle.
You know, that's one thing I don't even. I'm not sure what position he played. I didn't find that part out.
Refrigerator Andre.
You know,
Yeah.
you imagine he'll being a running back carrying the ball.
Yeah. Exactly. And here's the
Dude,
thing.
no, it would be tough to tackle him. You
Yeah,
got to
but-
admit that.
But it also be tackle tough for him to move around that quickly because if you're a football player, you got to move really fucking quick with that ball.
I tell you this much: Andre could move real fast when there was a fucking snake around.
Yeah.
Because he hated fucking snakes.
Wow. Yeah. How about tie a little play snake, little toy snake to his behind there. I'd say, look, there's a snake behind you. Grab the ball and go. Boom.
Me don't like snakes.
It was one of the only things he didn't like. You know, there's another story too that they were in Las Vegas getting ready for a show, like Andre the Giant and like Captain Lou Albano.
Yes.
Fucking a whole bunch of guys were sitting there drinking, and they drank all day before the event that was that night. The bartender every beer they drank, he would keep the tab, and he would throw it in each guy's different bucket, right?
Uh-huh. Yes.
It started out as they were going to just do it for an hour. But then they said, fuck it, and they did it all day till like 9 o'clock at night. They drank like 11 hours straight.
Wow.
Fucking Andre the Giant, they said, had 119 fucking beer tabs.
Wow.
100
Damn.
fucking 19, dude. Do you believe that?
That's crazy.
I can imagine the bar made him. I bet everyone at the bar was a millionaire before the end of that night.
Well, they made a lot of money, but like the next closest guy had like 39 or something like that. Fucking, I can't even think of all the guys there. There's a lot of big dudes though. There's a pretty lot of big names that were there.
Wow.
Black Black Bart. I don't know if you remember Black Bart.
Yes, I remember him.
I think
Yes.
he was there, and like Andre drank all 120 fucking beers and then went out and wrestled that night.
Wow.
He went out and
With no.
wrestled a 16-minute match on
Wow.
top of it.
Damn. And was he able to keep his composure at the time? Because usually when the wrestlers get that drunk, they're probably like a loopy, a lot say, "Whoa, I can't." They're like couldn't even function.
You know, there's another thing too that Andre had negotiated in his contract in the WWE was that he said every event that he showed up at, he wanted three-liter bottles of wine.
Ah, that's so like
That's
his own little rider there.
liters of wine.
No, that's something. That is something. I bet he probably got probably a switch from beer to wine. I guess.
I mean, dude, they said that like literally Andre pretty much drank from the time he was conscious. The whole time he was conscious,
Wow.
he was fucking drinking all the
You
time.
think because of pain?
Mm, nah, Andre, he lived a fucking tough life. Like he left his fucking parents' house when he was like 15 and shit.
I mean, because then wasn't his like ankle or his knee or something fucked up?
Well,
Not too
yeah,
sure, but you gotta remember. No, go ahead.
glider accident. And what did he blew out his knee or something like that?
Yeah.
Not that I know. Not that I know.
He blew out something on a hang glider accident, but after that, he was never the same.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I know he
After
had.
that hang
I
accident,
know
he
he
had,
had.
he had France or something like that.
I know he had that condition that made him so huge was really taking a toll on him as well.
Well, and there was something else that was pretty interesting too. Back then, man,
Hmm.
like a guy like Andre the Giant, he could go over to Japan and shit, and he could work like 3 or 4 weeks to make 20 or 30,000 fucking dollars.
Yeah.
And he used to pay some mad, mad money over there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What, to
Yes.
be in a free throw or something? Or
Yeah. Well, yeah. He would fucking went over there and just created chaos. Pretty much wreaked havoc over there all the time. It was pretty funny.
me want sake.
He beat everybody up. The refs, fucking. He'd be swatting at the fans as he's coming in and shit, dude.
Man.
But but man, 20 or 30,000 fucking dollars for like a month's work? Are you fucking kidding? Back then in like the 80s?
Yeah, that was how much that was I guess how high as they used to pay back then. I guess.
Well, that's why all the wrestlers went over there for as long as they did.
Yeah.
But then like a bunch of wrestlers started fucking it up and saying, "Oh, I'll go over there for like 500 and shit," right?
Yes.
So then that ruined like them wanting to go over there because they were making fucking bank quick. You know?
So I guess Japan had the best territory in all professional wrestling then.
Well, I'll tell you this much: they paid the best amount of money for a little quick amount of work.
Yeah, that's true.
And they paid good fucking
Now,
money, dude.
I remember
Good
hearing,
fucking.
Now I remember hearing stories that Andre possibly may have been racist in a way. You think that may have been true?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think he was.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like. Honestly, it wasn't like he was the only one. Like Coronet and shit was racist back
Yeah,
then too.
yeah. I remember Joe Cronin played a clip from him from some couple years back. He was using that word, I guess, about some other wrestler, and there was a lot of talk that Jerry the King Lawler may have been racist. In fact, that may have sparked New Jack's hatred for the guy because he apparently, from what I heard from New Jack himself, they were doing a show, and I guess Jerry Jarrett and the King were like talking to some stuff, and they were referred to a female wrestler named Miss Texas as as that N word, and that pissed off New Jack really bad. So I guess that's what reason why New Jack had that disdain for the guy.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, we don't.
Well, you know, it's funny too. One guy Andre could not fucking stand was Big John Studd.
Really.
Yeah,
Oh man,
because
I remember
he
the
was a
feud
big
between
fucker
those
too.
two.
I think he didn't like him because he was so big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Competition.
He was close to his size, but not really.
Yeah, but there was still considered competition. You know how some people stand out in the crowd, they would get all that attention. Then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, here comes someone else with the same exact features, and next you know, they're pissed off. They want them removed off the planet because they remained that top stop. They would have
See,
remained that top position.
that was the problem with Andre. If he didn't like you, he literally tried to beat the living dog shit out of you in the ring.
Yeah.
Like, there's a match with Big John Studd where fucking Andre just beats him for 6 minutes,
Wow.
and then Big John Studd just quits.
Wow. He just throws in the towel, said, "Fuck this, I'm gone."
Yeah, he just leaves, Duke. I mean, it is brutal. Andre's choking him and shit with his like his fucking gear, his thing he's wearing. He's choking him around the
Yeah, his
throat.
ring attire. Yeah.
He used to love to do that
Was
shit.
was this after Big John Studd cutted Andre's hair?
Yeah, I think so.
Because I remember seeing that it was a tour. It was the WWF Superstars of Wrestling, and then the main event was Andre the Giant versus Big John Studd, and then they knocked Andre out, and he was lying on the floor, and Big John Studd and Ken Patera, they got some scissors. They were cutting Andre's hair, you know.
Yeah,
And he used to carry it around all the time whenever they approached the ring, like it was like a bag of gold, you know, like haha, we humiliated Andre.
yeah.
The True
They'd
Giant.
have his hair locks in a bag.
Yes, a clear, like a sandwich bag, basically.
We'll
Yeah,
cut it down. We'll cut down Andre one snip at a time.
yeah. Well, Andre had a pretty long feud with Studd.
Yeah.
You know, in the Heenan family. But then Andre ended up with the Heenan family.
Yeah, back in 1987 when he turned against Hulk Hogan after he was suspended for a while. I remember what the story was. It was supposed to, he was supposed to, they were challenged by Stud and I guess King Kong Bundy, I forget what it was. Yeah. But
Yeah.
it was so basically Andre, it was Hillbilly Jim and Andre the Giant, but Andre the Giant never showed up. So it was Hillbilly Jim and
Yeah.
somebody else, you know, and of course we know Hillbilly Jim and somebody, that other person got the snot beat out of him. Andre got suspended for missing that match, and then for a while it was announced that the suspension has been lifted, you know, and then Andre comes out with appearance here and two, here and there, and then finally he comes out on Piper's Pit with Bobby the Brain Heenan. Hogan's like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
what's going on here? And we all remember what went down afterwards.
Yeah. WrestleMania 3.
Yes, at the Pontiac Silverdome in
And there was like
Pontiac, Michigan.
92 fucking thousand people there. Or
Yes,
something like
and
that.
I guess that's still the world's record for any WrestleMania attendance.
Wow.
Yeah, the WrestleMania these days they always do at a stadium now.
I know, yeah, because it's like considered the Super Bowl of professional wrestling there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I ain't even watching the WWE too much.
I stopped a long time ago because I don't, like I said, I think I mentioned this before. I don't call it World Wrestling Entertainment. I call it World Wrestling Enema.
Yeah, it's gone downhill, man.
It's on way. But one thing, I think one of the big. Would you agree that Vince McMahon should have never changed the name to WWE?
He had
Into
no choice though. He got sued.
I know, yeah. The World Life Funding sued McMahon for the WWF initials there, so I guess they had to change it to World Wrestling Entertainment. But the problem I have with that name is that it sounds like a movie company and stuff or something.
Well,
I
they
know.
they do got their own studio or
Yeah.
their own movie production. Fucking
Yeah, the new WWE films. I remember one
Yeah.
of the movie they had was that one with Kane called See No Evil. I think it came out years back after Kane was unmasked.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think the WWE. I don't know. It's just kind of flat.
It's been flat. That's why we have. That's why I have all these emerging wrestling companies coming out, like the AEW, the return to the NWA. You know, It's like
Yeah, the sad part is like if these fucking companies they do real good, Vince will try to buy them.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well,
He'll try
let's
to. He always tries to buy the competition out.
Yeah, yeah, he remember that. He'll try his best, you know. Well, I just hope that the guy running AEW, and of course Billy Corgan, will tell his ass hell no, and keep
Well,
on.
that's one thing that is different is the AEW owner. He's like a billionaire,
Hmm.
and Billy Corgan, he's worth 50 million.
Yeah, he's
So
and he has.
fucking both companies got money. So, but Vince has like 4 billion fucking dollars. So
Yeah, and I
that's the one thing about it, dude. He has more money than them guys.
yeah
So.
yeah yeah. Speaking of wrestling, I want to bring up this subject here. Now, you heard of the situation with Tessa Blanchard, right?
Well, she won the belt.
Yeah, no, but there's someone else that we know. She won the Impact Wrestling World Title, which is usually held by guys from
Yeah,
Sammy Callahan. But
she
the
won
main,
the world championship or whatever.
yeah, she did. But the main thing they're talking about is apparently she was over in Japan sometime. I guess it was prior to that title belt, that
Yeah,
bout.
yeah, they brought that up like the week of the match.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, the fact that she apparently said the N word to some other wrestler there, and a lot of
Yeah,
people have been
this is shit again.
yeah, just going after her on social media. I was checking out the tweet that she put it out, about giving women a chance, and all the responses were like, 120% negative towards her for apparently saying that word. Now, she's issued a statement saying she did not say that racial slur, but I'm beginning to want, I want to talk about that word for a second because
Oh,
we hear that word so many times. Now, let me keep in mind we don't condone that word being used for as a matter of fact, but it's now to the point where you say that word one time, you're condemned for life.
oh yeah, yeah.
I mean,
That's
look at Dog the Bounty Hunter, Dwayne Dog Chapman. He said it in a telephone conversation with one of his son Tucker. But apparently, he was dating a black chick at that time, and apparently he was having some issues with Tucker. Now, keep in mind, Tucker is no angel himself. He's been in trouble with the law many times. You know, I don't know what the reason why,
oh
but
yeah, yeah. I know which one you're talking about
yeah,
now.
and apparently all the cancel that many he had a lot of appearances to make. All those were canceled as soon as that tape came out. He was on Sean Hannity's show and he was crying. Saying he never meant to say that word. He apologized to Tucker's girlfriend. And basically he had to really work his ass off to get back to the good guy reputation that he had for so many years.
Well, it was just like too when Hulk Hogan and they had that sex tape came out. Hogan was saying all kinds of racist
Yeah,
shit.
well, I can explain why he was saying that. From what I understand, his daughter Brooke was apparently dating this black dude. But the question, I guess, Brooke apparently, according to Hogan, maybe did this guy had a job or was he one of those scrubs who wanted to get a hold of Brooke's money, basically have a baby with Brooke so he could have some financial ties with her or something like that. Because there are dudes who will do that, believe it or not. And we know with this one guy's name, Kevin Federline. He was tired of living the bum ass life. He always was working as a backup dancer for Pink and other artists. So basically, he
Yeah.
figured like, fuck it, I'm gonna get me involved with this rich singer and live off of her for a while. I want to live the good life. Basically, he was a fucking male gold digger.
Yeah, he end up collecting alimony and shit on her.
I believe so. I guess he has sole custody of their two sons. Because you remember she had that
Hmm.
freak out period around 2007.
When
But I,
she's all high on drugs.
shave her head, get doing all this crazy shit, going after the paparazzi. Well, of course they're gonna go after you, you dumb bitch. You shave your head. Well, of course, who's not gonna notice?
That was when she got out of that limo and her pussy. She showed her pussy.
That was actually before that.
Was
That was
it?
yeah. That shit was out with Paris Hilton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it
Well,
was.
that was when she was all high on the drugs and freaking
Yeah,
out and shit.
yeah. I guess what it was is that she was really I guess what it was, she was living. She finally filed a divorce from Federline, and she figured out it's my time to party. It's time to release some of that angst because, at the same time, people were pressuring her to get rid of Federline and try to get her back to being the single, cute, lovable, singing, dancing Britney that they all love.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. She couldn't handle the meth.
yeah. Yeah, and plus she couldn't handle all the pressure that was on her, so she turned to the meth and the dope to help cope, basically.
She pretty much quit.
Yeah, yeah, I know. It's good to hear that. Now on to
No, she quit singing and shit.
oh really? Well, from what I understand, she still does shows in Vegas now.
No, she moved back home.
Oh really?
She
I know.
quit that shit.
I
She
guess
left.
well, left the business. I think.
Pretty much, yeah. She quit the whole thing and went back home and was like, "Fuck this shit," and
Oh well,
retired
yeah, probably. Well, I
for
hope.
now. But she'll probably come out of retirement.
Yeah, she'll probably come out with a new record and probably a new tour pretty soon. I think probably this year or the next. Now on to the thing about Hulk Hogan saying that word. That's before we got
Yeah,
sidetracked with Britney.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he said. Now everyone that's complained about America's greatest hero, Hulk Hogan, saying that particular word. But yet, however, it's kind of funny is that they're focused on him saying that word, but not the fact that he was videotaping himself banging someone else's wife.
Yeah, he was a cheater.
Yeah. No, I don't
Cheater,
know.
cheater.
That's kind of funny. It's like, geez, you're committing two atrocities there. You're breaking your vows to your wife, who at that time, well, I guess, was divorcing him. And now you understand from Linda, apparently he was not so A-OK himself.
Wow.
Yeah, because I read there was a lot of stories that possibly that she possibly he excuse me, that possibly Hogan may have struck her a few times. And I think you also remember the Ultimate Warrior's 1 hour video on calling out Hulk Hogan on his bullshit.
Mm.
This I think.
Yeah, well, the Ultimate Warrior was bullshit because that motherfucker would not show up, dude.
Yeah, I remember there were a lot
That
of
was his
stories
whole
about him.
problem with his. That was his whole problem with his career is he would fucking not show up for scheduled events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I remember the stories about him as well. I guess he had. I guess he demanded more money from the WWF, and I guess he was holding out. Well, for a couple of shows, at least he got what he wanted, if I'm correct. So
Yeah, he's another guy that he could have had a really really big career.
he could have, yeah. I
He
mean,
fucked it up.
he was a big draw. I mean,
Yeah, he was.
here was this wrestling equivalent to Thor, the Marvel Comics character. When you think
Yeah,
about it,
yeah,
and he was able to deliver a very interesting promo, as if he was channeling Thor himself.
yeah.
Yeah,
He didn't have very long matches though.
yeah,
That's the only thing about the Warrior. He had a lot of quick ones.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember this one promo that he cut when Sting was in the ring calling out Hulk Hogan and rest of the NWO, and then Warrior comes out there and says, describing things, you are the stew. I will fight excuse me. I will fight along you, the defeater of anti-heroes. But it was a pretty damn good promo. He really channeled it. He channeled that Marvel superhero pretty damn well in that promo.
Yeah, yeah. Warrior, like I say, man. You know what I was gonna say about him though. He used to be the Dingo Warrior.
I remember, yeah, that as well. I think I remember one time I saw him one time. He had a mustache to complete, I think.
Yeah, he used to wrestle down in Texas in WCCW or World Class Championship Wrestling,
Yes.
and he was the Dingo Warrior.
Yeah.
And that was before he was the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah. And I remember here's something else. He used to team up with Steve Borden, aka Sting, and at the tag they known as the Blade Runners. Way before that.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah. Once you know they would tag team together years later in WCW.
Yeah, yeah,
Not,
yeah. Like I say, the Warrior, he could have had a hell of a better career.
yeah.
You know what I mean? He could have did a lot better for himself, but he didn't fucking show up for fucking scheduled shit. That
I
was
know.
his whole problem.
Yeah.
No, they even went to the point where they even made a fake Warrior,
I remember hearing about something about that as
Kerry Von
well.
Erich.
Yeah.
Kerry Von Erich played him.
Yeah. Who would have done a pretty good job, I guess, because they had the same facial and physical features, if I understand.
Yeah, they were a little bit similar.
Yeah, they were. Texas born, as raised, I guess, from what I understand as well.
Both of them, right?
Yeah, the whole Von Erich camp family.
No, I think the Warrior too.
Yeah, he was. Oh, Jim Hellwig was from Texas.
I think he might have been.
Oh, probably. Let me
Just-
go.
Yeah, I don't know for sure though.
All right. Let me look it up on the computer here.
Like I said, he was the Dingo Warrior was a pretty big character down there.
He was, yeah.
He was pretty popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was born in Crawfordsville, Indiana, from what I understand.
Oh, Indiana. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think that's more where he started making his name as the Dingo Warrior down in Texas.
I think so, yeah.
That's
During the
that's where
territory days, yeah.
Yep. That's where he kind of started getting bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then fucking McMahon somehow, bought him.
Got him a hold of him and gave him an extra name, to make him more powerful, more elite, and more massive, more superstar-ish, as they always do.
He really didn't change that much, though.
No, he didn't,
You know what I mean? He was. It wasn't that much of a different of a character, really.
But you know what?
The Dingo. You know what I mean? The Dingo Warrior. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. I always wondered about that name, Dingo. It's like, what the heck,
That's just what the Von Erichs, I guess, went with, But the characters weren't that much different.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was the same guy playing the same fucking character, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that much different, man.
I gotta definitely find this on YouTube sometime pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, you remember him, right?
Yeah, so I remember the Dingo
That's the
Warrior,
Dingo-
yes.
That's the Dingo Warrior.
Yes, I remember, yes. I saw it one time, it was on, I guess it was a VHF or UHF back in the day, and it was like, I guess it was one of those it was an urban station I used to watch, and I remember seeing a wrestling program on that station, and I remember all these old independent wrestling shows, showing the Dingo Warrior, some faction known as the Cartel, with some guy dressed as a sheik or something, but speaking perfectly good English. And I forgot the person's name or the members of this particular cartel, but basically, one of their, I guess the storyline was like one of the members of this cartel would approach one of the executives of this particular wrestling company, made an offer of something and this and that for exchange and all that shit. But the executive went to the heads of the corporation, and tattletaled on them. And so I guess the corporation put the cartel in this particular position where the cartel got defeated by these other wrestlers, I guess.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I think it was a gauntlet match, if I remember.
I wish they would still have some fucking scaffolding matches.
Yeah.
They never do them no more.
They don't do that. Not much of WWE can't really do much of anything, let alone let wrestlers get any color. That's how they used to call it back then. When you get color, it means that you're blading yourself, That's what they call getting color, And I think I was reading this. I think one of the reasons why the WWE had to really tone things down is because and everyone agrees on it. It was when they went public and got into the stock exchange business there. I think that may have been one of the things that really kind of like killed the taking of chances in that within that company because you got to remember they have to answer to stockholders, shareholders, and no way is the stockholders and those guys are going to approve of wrestlers getting blood, explicit language, explicit gear wear that the women wrestlers are wearing. Basically,
You
they don't
know,
want.
you know what else too? I wonder why don't they bring back the midget wrestling?
Good question.
They
They said,
should. They should have. They used to have like their own shit.
yes, I remember that a lot of times. I remember.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember watching that on primetime wrestling back in the day, on
I
Tuesday
can't. I
night.
can't remember what the name of it was, but they had like their own fucking like midget league of wrestlers and shit.
I think they may have they did a show down somewhere in the Houston area. I'm not too sure when. I think it
Is
may have
that
been a
where?
couple. I think it was a couple months back. I remember.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Huh.
I forgot which venue it was.
Hmm. Didn't know that.
Yeah,
Like I
so
say, you don't see no good midget matches no more.
I know you don't see that much good matches in the WWE anymore. It's everything is in the other two companies, whether it's NWA, AEW, or any other independent, you know, show there.
Yeah, I think that the NWA should not do the pay-per-views in the fucking studio no more.
Oh yeah, so that's where they've been doing it in the same studio. Wow. I,
Yeah, they shoot the show every week. Yep.
I was wondering why haven't they? Well, how come they haven't done it in any particular different venue? Whether it's like a coliseum or arena or something like that.
Well, I guess you can say they were at a different venue because me and Silver Roll were at it,
Yes, I
right? Silver
remember.
Roll
Yeah, I remember saw the clips there.
Yep, at the beer.
at the brewery,
Yep.
at the Modest Brewery. You know what I mean? That was fucking pretty damn small place, but
What was it,
whatever.
130 people, something like
Oh,
that?
no, no more than 300. I think it was
Oh,
like 300. It was pretty small. Not
Ah,
a lot of people.
wow,
You
that's
know what I
something
mean?
there. Yeah.
a lot of drinking and a lot of farting going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
But then again, the good thing about the small venues like that, because you're a lot more closer to the action. You know.
Well, we got the footage on our channel.
Yes, I'm.
We were live streaming part of it.
Yes, I remember seeing that. I have. You know.
Fucking sweat was fucking spraying on us and shit over where we're sitting.
Yeah, fucking 5 feet,
Fuck yeah, if that.
probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing
We,
it all.
we
I
were
want to.
nice and close.
No, I want to know sometime. I'm hoping to check out. They come to the Houston area at some venue. I would like to check them out sometime.
I'll
I.
put it to you. I'll put it to you this way: the ring keeper or the announcer was sitting in the corner,
Mhm.
and he had the 10 pounds of gold, and he was holding it during the match,
Yes.
and I was probably about 4 feet away from that belt.
Wow.
I could have touched it, but I probably got.
You would have been. They would have smacked their hands. Said, "Do not touch." That's how they
Yeah,
usually do
well,
it.
I was that close to it. We were that fucking close to it, like because Aldous fought. He defended the belt.
Yes. Yeah. Was
Like
against.
there was a tag team title match, the women's title match, and then the 10 pounds of gold match.
The ladder.
They had a ladder match for the Wrestling Academy belt.
Ah.
First, because Mr. Anderson owns the Wrestling Academy that they collabed with.
Yes.
So
So it's a partnership, I guess.
yeah, he said that too. They said they were going to try to come back here twice a year and make it like a tradition.
That's good.
But
I hope so.
I don't know. We'll see.
I'm hoping. I'm hoping, like I said, they would come to the Houston area so I could love to at least get the day off and check it out because I've not been to a wrestling show since I believe it was in 1986. It was me, my mom, my dad. We went out and saw Paul Orndorff and the Junkyard Dog. Taking on Roddy Piper and Cowboy Bob Orton. That was the main event. basically, and the last match was who I wanted to see was Jesse the Body Ventura. And I wasn't really impressed with his wrestling. He was more like, walking around, prancing and stuff like that, But,
I've seen a lot of Jesse Ventura matches.
You know what I mean, Mean Gene?
I've seen a lot of his matches in the AWA.
yeah.
I've seen him like wrestle live and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wouldn't you say that now that we're in an age now where wrestlers can now become, politicians now? Since Jesse Ventura became governor of Minnesota, a lot of other wrestlers have tried their hand at politics and other things. I remember.
Kane did it.
Yeah, Glenn Jacobs. He's now the mayor of, I guess, Knoxville, Tennessee, if I remember. Yeah. And I remember Jerry the King Lawler tried his hand running for mayor of Memphis, Tennessee, his hometown.
Yeah. He didn't win, though.
Yeah, and I remember hearing about that as well.
Oh, yeah, they think they're politicians now, you know what I mean? They're wrestling politicians.
Yeah, they're thinking they'll try to, because people have that perception that, oh, you're a wrestler, you're probably dim-witted, it's just, hitting people, throwing slamming people to the ground. Because there are those who look at pro wrestling as kid stuff, child's play, like look at them as buffoons, dimwits who get inside the square circle, beat each other up, wearing tights and stuff,
If you elect me governor of this great state, I will body slam the taxes.
Yeah.
I will body slam the taxes.
I wonder if he actually did that.
Who knows?
I'm thinking of either Jacobs or Ventura. I wonder if he actually did that, Body slam the taxes, make taxes easier.
They probably raised them.
Well, I know Ventura. Remember we got them tax rebates
Yes, I remember.
when he was governor.
Yes.
Yeah, we got some money back when he was governor.
That's good. You think it was a good governor? Obviously.
I don't think he did that bad of a job. I mean, for being a wrestler, I mean,
Yeah.
could have been worse.
Do you
That
think?
is true.
Yeah. Do you think by chance, with the election coming up pretty soon, do you think we'll see him throwing his name in the hat as to run for president? Or no?
Probably not yet.
That'd be kind of interesting.
He might eventually, but I don't think he's going to yet.
Trump and Ventura.
That'd be interesting.
Or better yet, Ventura and Warren.
Or Pelosi. No.
Oh gosh.
Fuck Pelosi.
Somebody ugly bitch. By the way, here's something I want to ask. When you look at Elizabeth Warren, do you see a transgender version of Mo Howard of the Three Stooges?
I never looked at it that way.
What do you think about it? She does. The only thing she's missing is that hairstyle that Mo Howard had at that time, but she's pretty much close to it,
That's funny.
And Barry Sanders could be Larry Fine, and if we shave Pelosi's head and gain her some weight, she could be Curly.
Wise guy.
What the fuck? That's funny. The Three fucking Stooges, huh?
Yeah, the new version, except we have to change Bernie into a woman there, basically. I'm surprised. I'm glad they didn't. I'm not there. I'm surprised they haven't done a female version of that, and I hope they never do.
Hell yeah.
You never know. You never know. Oh, you know what else too? I was gonna say about the NWA is Billy Corgan. He wrote the theme song for the pay-per-view.
Yes, and I know they've been showing some music clips of some wrestler. I think it was James Storm, and I know it was Corgan because I recognize the voice there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hard Times or whatever is the name of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's the one's coming. I guess it's this month, I believe.
This Friday.
Ah, nice. You should probably
Yeah.
sometime, do the same thing that Joe Corona does. Do a review of it and tell how you feel about it, how you like it, if you disliked it or which like that after it's done. Same thing that Joe Corona does with the WWE and AEW. Like, for instance, on Tuesday night after a Power ends, you could probably go live and give your intake on that show. How'd you like it? Would you like the dislike and stuff like that?
It's just like, what's too bad is, you can't fucking like review the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like you have it go on and review it and shit, but they won't let you.
Ah.
You know what I mean? You get in trouble if you had it going and you were trying to review it as each match is happening and shit.
Like a live reaction to basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they don't let you get away with that shit. You can't like have fucking the video up and shit.
Yeah, I know. You can
You
only
can't do shit.
Yeah, what you could only do is I guess what Ken and Filthy did on the last Saturday night during the McGregor fight there at the UFC event. They could only describe what's going on, but they have to
Yeah.
have the sound down and the no images of the fight whatsoever. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty locked down shit. You can't do
yeah,
much about it.
yeah, 'cause-
Not on YouTube.
yep.
You can't do much
I got to
on
bring
YouTube.
this up there. You remember the McGregor Mayweather fight back in 2017, the fight of the century?
Mhm.
During that fight, while the Super Ugly Show was doing their live show covering that event, there were other channels that were streaming that event from their phones and other stuff. They were shut down right away
Yeah.
afterwards. And I managed to get a little clip of that, of how McGregor was fighting. It's kind of like a little bit more slow when you think about it. But then again, this is a different area for McGregor because he's used to not wearing boots and not wearing gloves, other than the UFC gloves that they usually wear.
He says they're talking about they've been in negotiations again.
For another fight between those two?
Yeah. Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
oh boy. They
Yeah.
could probably
It's been going ongoing negotiations,
wow.
he said. So to me, it almost sounds like they're going to do it again.
Oh
But
boy.
it won't be in the octagon though.
No, it'll be the
It'll be
boxing. again.
boxing ring. I was going to
Just like
say,
the last one.
I know. But I was wondering why not in the octagon this time. I mean, the first time it was in
Well-
the boxing ring, but how about this time in McGregor's territory and his turf? That would
That
be more
will
interesting.
never happen. Mayweather will never fucking do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think Merriweather would get his ass kicked.
Yeah, probably so. Because
Well, because I mean McGregor and stuff. I mean he's good with his feet and his hands. I mean
Well, let's be honest. If they happen to have that fight in the octagon, it would go about 4 seconds.
yeah,
You know what I mean? McGregor would fucking wipe him out fast.
yeah, that's true as well. Because
He'd
it would be
beat
nice.
the dog shit out of him. I think real fast.
What they could probably do, what they did would do with Impact. I guess they have this octagon squared shape ring. I guess they have it. I guess if I remember,
Yeah, they do.
they could probably have something like that. Have a boxing ring, but in shape of an octagon or without the barbed wire.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like the last one, McGregor lasted almost 7 rounds.
Yeah,
Before the referee fucking stopped it or whatever.
yeah,
But McGregor didn't really win any rounds.
no. He just he just went in there and just cleaned this guy's clock. What's his name? Cowboy something. I understand.
Oh yeah, Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah.
42 seconds, I think, or something like that.
Yeah,
42.
42?
Four-
42?
42 seconds, I think it was.
Damn.
42, 42, 42,
I
2,
remember,
2.
I remember Ken and Filthy were talking about it. They were doing live reaction. They were like, holy shit, holy fuck, like, say, damn. So I guess it's
I
safe
was
to say
watching
that.
it.
Yeah.
I was watching it. I saw it.
Wow.
I was disappointed that's all the longer it lasted.
But then again, on the good side, it shows you that Conor McGregor, the badass, has returned. That means
Oh,
that
yeah.
don't fuck with him. He'll knock you out in 2 seconds. Bam!
A guy that's worth 200 fucking million and climbing.
Yep.
That's crazy, dude. Imagine being worth 200 million.
Yeah, you gotta really keep your ass in check at that level. You gotta keep yourself trained, and make sure you're buffed up and ready to go on the dot.
Well, and then he's selling that whiskey too. He's got his
Yeah,
own
really.
brand.
Oh, nice. What's that called?
Well, something 12, whiskey 12. I don't know. It's something 12 in it.
I
He
should.
calls it
Let me look it up here. Because
Irish whiskey 12, or
He
I
should
don't
call
know.
it the 10-second knockout.
Yeah, it would make more sense. But yeah, remember though? Remember when he fucking forced that old guy to drink a shot of his shit
yeah, I remember
at the
hearing
bar?
about.
Whatever. Like, you're gonna drink my shit, man. And he pretty much shoved a shot down the old grandpa's throat or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's called proper number 12
Yeah,
Irish whiskey.
yeah. Yep, that's it. He's got his own. He was drinking it at the press conference afterwards.
Yep,
He
as a
had his big,
celebration.
he had his big bottle, and he had it in a plastic cup, and he was fucking drinking it.
Oh yeah, celebration. Yeah, the Mystic Mac is back. That's what he was often known as. Um,
Well, yeah, I know. Like, he wants to fucking do like a stadium in Ireland.
ah,
You know what I'm saying? That's like the big one that he wants to do someday.
mm-hmm. I'm
He was
looking.
like, fuck Wembley. I want to do a stadium in Ireland, in my hometown.
Ah, I'm sure.
Moscow too. He wanted to do He wants to do Moscow,
Ah, nice.
but Dana White don't want to do Moscow,
Ah, I'm looking
so
at
it ain't gonna happen there.
I'm looking at some of the bottles and how much they're sold. They would have one for $29.99, 24.99, 32.99, 20 another 24.99. I should probably recommend this to the people at the house, especially my nephew. See if he's interested.
It's not very cheap though, is it?
Not much, but it's not that expensive. Thank goodness, because there are some wines and whiskeys out there endorsed by celebrities that cost over about $50 or more.
Yeah, I suppose he could be robbing you for like $100 bottles, huh?
Yeah,
That's a good point.
yeah. I would have, one of these. Excuse me. I I was almost tempted to purchase a shirt from a company called Metal God Apparel, which is ran by Rob Halford and Judas Priest. But I saw some of the prices of some of those shirts around for someone around the $75 range for one shirt. I'm like, forget that, dude. That's way too much.
It's kind of not that surprising though.
Yeah.
You know, I know. Fuck, dude. When you go, I remember. You go to the concert. You bought a shirt. They were usually about that much money.
Yeah, around the $40 or thirty
Oh, they
dollar
were
range
more than
back.
that. They were usually more than that.
Yeah. Well,
The
you
40 ones were the pretty low end shit.
the
You know
regular
what I'm
basic
saying?
the basic
Yeah,
regular tour shirts. It's the
yeah.
hoodies, the other accessories, the suits and stuff
Mhm.
that costs a lot more than that. Like everything's fucking going up. Ticket prices as well. I know me and my sister were talking in the talks about. She was mentioning about possibly seeing Motley Crue, Poison, the Def Leppard sometime whenever they hit the Houston area. But I was like, are you interested in their own going? It's like not this time because it costs a lot for the Iron Maiden show. Been back in last September there. It was almost close to the $200 range
For one ticket.
for one ticket, and plus, service charges as well included. I'm like, hold it.
Jeez,
I know. It's like back in the day when we saw a
what the
ticket,
fuck?
because back in the day when I used to purchase a ticket for a concert or a wrestling show, it would cost about no more than $20, unless you're buying for two, you know. That's
Yeah,
just.
I remember when I went to one WCW event.
Hmm.
We went to Nitro,
Yes.
and that's all the tickets were $20. They
Wow.
weren't they weren't that much.
I
You know what
know.
I mean?
Yeah, that's probably is probably able to draw more fans in, to compete with the WWF.
Yeah, that was. I think when we went to the NWA shit, it was like $28 a ticket
That's nice to know. We
and a
should.
free beer. But that was like a just a special fucking kind of thing out of nowhere that they just kind of were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I know it's like a very special. I would love to one of these days. I want to basically, check out the NWA because I've been hearing, I've been so geeked up for the tune into NWA because not just for the nostalgia, not just for the fact that it's bringing back the old traditional wrestling for the new fans out there of today's wrestling, plus
Yeah.
the studio taping, the kayfabe, a lot of wrestlers are they'll bring those guys are bringing back the good gold kayfabe rules, which is pretty good,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like they keep picking up new wrestlers.
Yeah, they got Scott Steiner,
Yeah,
who I
they sure did.
who I met in back in 2002 at a place called Star Bar in the Clinton Township area in Michigan.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. You met Scott Steiner?
Yes, I'd have. I met him. I remember getting a picture taken with him by some photograph company, and I tried to get a hold of him. I don't know where they have him. I just lost the number. I was like, son of a bitch. I've been trying to see if I can, maybe somehow, somewhere, somebody will contact me on Twitter or on Facebook. Hey, I got this for you. You still want it? You can send me a check for $20 or something like that. It would be something to have because I was sadly, I even got his autograph, but I left it back in Michigan when I left there.
Oh.
I know. It's like I had so many shit, but the thing is, it would cost more for the extra weight for the plane ticket, Yeah.
That's pretty cool that you met him, though.
Yeah, it was. It was only
Oh,
so
yeah?
far the only wrestler. I remember sometime, probably I wouldn't be surprised if someday I meet Booker T down in the Houston area because we all know he's from that area.
Yeah, he's around there.
Yeah.
He's around there doing shit.
I remember when I called Joe Cronin. I know Joe mentioned that when I was on the call from that club numbers with that girl Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember that when you were. That was funny.
that was funny. Good funny. I stole Tommy's clout. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And man, he was pissed off, so he decides to leave. And everybody in the chat was like, geez, you show up with a Dr. Earl shows up with a black chick, and Tommy leaves.
Man, because Tommy's racist.
Yeah,
Well,
Comes
yeah,
from a racist family.
yeah. I remember
and
that.
she is cute too.
Yeah, she was cute, absolutely.
You still talk to her?
I have not seen her since that one time. We did go out to a place there, but she had to leave early because she drove with her friends, and plus I had to get back home because I had work the next morning at 10 a.m. So
Mm.
sadly, it was like a very rushed thing after the whole night was done, but. Hopefully I'll probably see her sometime pretty soon. Like an idiot, I should have gotten her number. But then again, she would have. I wonder how would she react to being the age that I am, because she was in her early 20s, and here I am, 53.
Well, what the fuck?
Yeah. But then
Go
again,
for it.
I met this one woman. Her name is Elizabeth. We're friends on Facebook, and she has a YouTube channel of her own. And she wants. I'm planning on hoping meeting her probably this weekend at one of the nights at Numbers. And
Uh-oh.
we met at it was a David Bowie tribute night up down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were playing lots of David Bowie, from start to finish. I've seen her on the dance floor many times before. I talked with her friends, dancing and such. Basically, I was down on a particular spot on the dance floor. She was nearby. She started, dancing, coming towards me and dancing with a big smile on her face. And we started talking, kissing, smooching and stuff, hanging out outside in the patio there. Well, not necessarily the patio, but there's a outdoor area where people go hang out and smoke and such. And we started talking, we exchanged numbers. We added each other on Facebook and on YouTube. We stuck to each other's channels, and possibly I should probably give her a call when they get done from work tomorrow to see if she's doing anything for the next couple of days other than being at Numbers. I believe it's going to be on Saturday. That's what she's planning on going.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You should hook up with her, Dr. Brown.
Yeah, I should. Yes, definitely. Well, she seems interested. I seem interested as well. The only thing is, she's a vegan and I'm not. I don't know if she would. I probably have to cut down on my meat intake. Probably just eat those. Probably eat some French fries or tater tots.
I was thinking, I was gonna say, well, I guess you ain't gonna eat your meat.
Oh shit.
She ain't gonna eat the tube steak.
Yeah. Oh shit.
No, she's not gonna do the tube steak boogie.
Oh yeah. I remember that song.
Tube steak boogie.
Yeah, I know you can't have meat, but you'll enjoy my meat, babe.
There's plenty to go around, my friend. Enjoy the tube steak.
Hey, did you guys ever hear that thing about Andre the Giant? I mean, I know we were talking about that earlier, Andre. Him and Hulk Hogan were like over in Europe, and I guess Andre was so big where he couldn't fit in the toilet. He couldn't sit on the toilet.
Wow.
So he did a prank, and he fucking went down to fucking Hulk Hogan's room and spread out newspaper on his bed, and he shit on his bed.
Oh man!
And it was like size of like a horse shit.
Holy shit, dude!
Yeah, because I heard Hogan say that in an interview that he had about Andre the Giant.
Damn. My prayers, my heart goes out to the hotel staff who has to clean that up.
Oh yeah, no shit.
That's some dog shit, man.
Fucking Andre shit.
Wow, that is a fucking trip, dude.
It was probably red with all that wine he drank.
Oh man, sham. Like I said, my heart goes out to the staff for let alone dealing with that.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, listen, we're gonna probably end this. I have to get to bed. I have to get up at 8 in the morning there. No, not 8 in the morning. I mean 9 in the morning there. So once again, thank you, Minnesota Vikings fan and Minnesota Silver Roll Hunter, for being on my channel. It's good talking to you guys again.
Nice talking with you too.
Hell yeah, Dr. Brown. We got your back, bro.
All right, thank you. And I'll be tuning in this
Thursday night. Thursday night. Fuck TV.
I'll be listening at work as always. Yep. All right.
Oh yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll make sure I send you the link.
All right. You should probably call in on the Super Ugly Show. I know you know those guys, right?
Yeah, I never have called in.
Feel free to.
Before.
Yeah, definitely call in. Say hi to the guys. Say hi to Rock and Jess, Richie, those guys. Probably John if he's there as well.
I might call Melky one of these times, the Melky Woodland Show. I like to call in and fuck with him. It'd be kind of funny. You ever watch him, the Melky Woodland Show?
No, I never heard about him. I only heard about him from Mars Mirror one time. That was about it.
I don't know, he's entertaining at times. Right, Silver?
I'm going to shut down the screen since there's only 60 people watching. More people have to watch it, I'll stay on.
He revs up his Harley and shit, or his fake Harley.
Smoking the tires in his house.
Yeah.
Damn, holy shit.
Let's the bike in his fucking setup he's got. He's interesting.
I got to check him out, definitely. Thanks for putting in the word. Okay, once again, thank you, Silver Roll Hunter and Vikings fan, for being on my channel here.
No problem.
Okay, thank you everybody for watching. And subscribe to my channel as well, and subscribe to their channel. Real as fuck. What's it called? Minnesota Vikings fan, aka Raft, meaning Real as Fuck TV.
Yeah.
Shout out to you to definitely sub to their channel.
Shout out to Falmouth Ken.
Yeah, I was hoping we should probably get Falmouth Ken on my channel sometime soon. I should probably DM him, see if he's interested on some night. And he's not doing anything. I'd
I
love to.
know.
I would
know
love to
he's-
have him on show.
I know
Might be
he's-
42. 42.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All
sure.
right.
Love you, Brown. You
Yeah,
Love
know,
you too,
Yeah,
guys.
much love, buddy.
All right. You guys have a good one. All right.
you
All
too,
right.
brother.
All right.
Later.
Bye bye.
Yep.
Bye bye. Minnesota Vikings fan and Minnesota Super Bowl hunter from Real as Fuck TV every Thursday night on YouTube. Sub to their channels and sub to mine as well, Dr. Earl W. Brown. Thank everybody for listening in and to support all of us within the YouTube community. Thank you very much. Good night.